goblins, entities, and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and 'tis the season to be jolly, because other than the fact that just for Christmas decor, I have 2 towels that I found in the kitchen that has gingerbread men and snowmen, and also a Christmas Santa belt cup that I'm bound to forget the moment that this recording ends. It's the holidays. It's December. So you know what happens when December hits? There's going to be a lot of things that start going to have December Christmas themes. Yup. A lot of things are happening like that. And what other way to introduce stuff like that than with a drink? No, not something like eggnog, something, you know, like hot cocoa, something seasonal that you will drink. We're talking about old-fashioned, good classic Mountain Dew. This thing right here. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the point of this being festive? Like, of course, okay, well, I guess, you know, red, green, and, like, white, I guess, you know, those are festive colors, which, understandably, they make sense, but from a glance, they are not a Christmas drink. Like, would you actually see anyone drinking this at least something that's not a party? Like, drinking this to get comfortable? Probably not. However, this is still a top drink that people tend to buy, right below Coke and Pepsi. However, for the season, they had to adapt. They had to change. They had to make sure that they would get used to the Christmas feel so people would buy it. And they didn't just make a rebrand for the Christmas season. No. They made an entirely new Mountain Dew for Christmas. What do I mean by that? Well, let me show you, my dear friend. This is Mountain Dew Gingerbread Snapped. I am not joking. This is it. If my channel didn't involve cookies already, here we are. I'm not even joking. This is a full set, and it has radical gingerbread men on it. With their gingerbread houses, they're having snowball fights. It's hard to even see, but look at the chaos that's going on top of here. This is like freaking Cookie Run War Zone right here. So, why is it called Gingerbread Snapped? Have no idea, but apparently it says Dew with a blast of artificial gingerbread flavor. Now, I have to be honest. I do not envision a gingerbread soda tasting well. Because gingerbread are meant to be sweet, savory, something like cinnamon or butterscotch, something like that. Like something good for a cookie, you know? A fizzy drink? Not gonna really work out so well as far as I know. But, before I even, you know, rip more on this, I need to have a taste of it. So, let's just give ourselves a open pack. Boop. Rip that open, and we have a nice cold can of Mountain Dew Snapped. As you can see, here's the can. Let me just rotate the can for you, so you can see the can in all of its glory. It got a nice brown rectangle on the back, and you can see it slowly swerve all the way to the front where it says Mountain Dew Gingerbread Snapped. Let me move this big box out of the way. Get out of here, you! There we go. Okay, so let me do low. Here's the thing with all the calories on it. Not sure if it will focus, but here's everything you need to know. Just for one serving, it's a can, which is 160 calories. I usually state these out, you know, if anyone needs to be interested, because it has 0 G of total fat, which is 0%, sodium 55 mg, total carbohydrates 44 G, total sugars 43 G, includes 42 G added sugars, which is 87%, no protein, not a significant source of other nutrients, which makes sense, and it has other stuff for your daily value. A percentage? Yeah, I'd say about so. And, of course, it tells you that, you know, it's a bottle under the authority of PepsiCo, because you gotta remember, this is made by the same people who made Pepsi. Now, I'm gonna give this an official taste, but I want to do a compare. How will this compare to this? I'm gonna drink the classic first, describe it, and then I will do like a comparison to how this tastes, and I would say what's different. Because the thing that we'll need to know is, like, you know, we need to have like a balance, like a staple. So, open this up real quick. Moderately room temperature, but solidly cold. Which I don't think those make sense at all, but take a sip. Fizzy, a little bit tangy, but honestly, acceptable. You know, just acceptable for a drink, even though there are people who actually despise this drink, which I understand there are definitely drinks that are better out there. Heck, I think there's even just normal juices that are better out there. But let's get on to the important part, which is this. So, let's crack open a cold one. nice and loud. Whatever. Okay, I'm getting a whiff of this, and I'm gonna be honest. The first thing I'm smelling from this is ginger ale. Ginger ale! But, yeah. I'm legitimately getting a kick of ginger ale to this when smelling it. And that's just from smelling it, not even tasting it. So, I guess without further ado, go for the taste, and I'll tell you how it is. You know, what else was I expecting? Alright, so, let me tell you something first. They nail the taste of gingerbread. If you tasted this, you could absolutely tell this is a gingerbread flavor. In all honesty, it's like a scale of 1 to 10 for like trying to represent an artificial gingerbread flavor. Some, like, honestly, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think gingerbread, the thing that's different about gingerbread flavor and gingerbread cookies, because usually when it's embedded in cookies, it'll have like this nice flavor that stays into your mouth because of the crumble and the cookies is good. But it's so weird. Like, this, am I wrong or am I right to say that this feels incorrect? Because it doesn't taste bad. Like, this is for sure tolerable. But what I don't understand is just why. Like, would anyone really be interested in a gingerbread drink? I've never heard of those forever. Now, I'm pretty sure there's some people who actually really like that, but at that point, just, why Mountain Dew of all things? Like, I'm not trying to diss on Mountain Dew for trying to do something Christmas theme or Christmas related, but it just feels so incorrect. Like, it tastes just as tangy as this, but it's as if you added a bunch of powdered gingerbread, shook it up, and then you just served it. And then you got gingerbread snapped. Now, oh my gosh, of course, the carbonation's getting to my throat. The thing about it is, like, when I look at this, it's kind of disappointing because I expect from, you know, just looking at it, I expect something crazy. Like, I expect something that's like, whoa, this is like something that I can't handle, or it's like an explosion of flavor. This is just kind of disappointing, to be honest. The art looks honestly very cool. I'll give them something like 9 to 10 out of 10 for art. But taste-wise, I really can't give it anything else other than, like, if I had to rate it on like a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say like a low-end 6, like a 5.5. And that's just because, and that's me being generous, because I genuinely don't like it as much as you would think. But it's so weird because accuracy-wise, they did in fact make Mountain Dew gingerbread soda. But this would definitely not be something that I would keep my eye on in the market and just go like, ooh, I want that. We need to definitely get these. So honestly, I think if it wanted to be better, it should be a little bit more sweet. And by that, I mean, like, it feels sour in a sense where you can still taste the gingerbread, but, like, it's still separate from, like, a gingerbread cookie because they're usually sweet. This tastes still tangy and sour in a sense, but it still has that gingerbread flavor, which I'm pretty sure they were just thinking, alright, if we have sour, then let's just add the gingerbread to it and taste sweet. But that's not how it works. All you're adding is just gingerbread flavoring. And technically, that is sweet, but if you want to add sweet, you gotta add some sugar to it, which, yes, this does have a bunch of sugar, but there's a lot more that go into, like, let's say cookies. But to be honest, I don't know what else to say about this. Like, it's Mountain Dew for the holidays for you. I wasn't really expecting anything, like, well, correct. But to be honest, it's not the worst thing that I've ever tasted. Like, this is tolerable, but, like, after a can, or, like, not even a can, I'd probably be done. Like, honestly, I'll even be generous and take another sip. Well, yeah, that doesn't, especially second time around, that does not taste correct, especially if you, like, just hold it in your mouth. That does not taste correct, man. But, yeah, disappointed, but honestly, I really want to review this item at some point. It's crazy, and trust me, I will try and bring more Hypenese food reviews back at some point. Like, I want to try and keep them at a slow pace, and I don't want to, like, overboard it with, like, food after food after food. kind of want to separate it. But for the Halloween, I almost said Halloween, the holiday seasons for, you know, Christmas, I thought it'd be fitting. And I actually have another food over there that I plan to, you know, do a Hypenese food review on, because I think it'd be pretty interesting, and I have higher hopes for that. So, with this all being said, if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share with your friends more, you know, food review content or any of my content. But speaking of any of my content, if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel? And if you haven't yet, or you want to, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to receive all my notifications on this YouTube channel in the near future. And last but certainly not least, I have merchandise in the description if you want to check it out. I'm not forced to buy a thing. I'm just saying there might be something interesting in the shop that you might be interested in. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese!